Today is Monday, October 23rd, 2017, and this is the ServiceMonster Show. Today, some staffing changes here at ServiceMonster. ServiceMonster joins Mikeys Fest for Cleaners Giving Back, and Mobile Technician takes its first ride. This week in social media, Facebook adds PayPal options for peer-to-peer payment within Messenger. This is pretty cool if you think about it. An app that most people have anyways. You can just kick your buddy cash just by sending them a message. It runs through PayPal, of course, and I would be interested to see if you guys are running this into the field to see if customers are like, hey, can I just pay you via Messenger? SMUG posts. So we're gonna try a new feature here. We're gonna pull a couple posts from the week before from the ServiceMonster user group on Facebook. Right now there's about 400 people in there, and it takes some time to get in. We don't let just anyone in. If you've been on ServiceMonster for a while and want in though, Megan will post a link at the bottom of the show notes, and you can go jump there and fill out a request to join SMUG. But what I want to do is kind of showcase a couple of the questions or comments that were made over the week, and as quickly as we do try to answer them, I know there's a lot of people that may just miss it, right? You're not involved in the group or it goes by too fast. And so I want to be able to point out some of the things that other users are concerned about, because I'm sure there are more out there who don't even know the answer. Dusty Bell writes, 2-hour arrival windows. He needs it. He's desperate for it. And a handful of people chimed in. Interestingly enough, that same day, just an hour before, we had another SMUG user talking about a different issue, but the resolution turned out to be arrival windows. So this is becoming an ever-increasing friction point for users of ServiceMonster who operate within these arrival windows, maybe 2 hours, plus or minus 2 hours, plus or minus 4 hours. And so we're looking at ways, especially with the job notification system, to allow you to let the client know based off the parameters of your business model. Now, I'm not promising anything soon, but I am letting you know that it is escalating up the chain, so it's becoming an ever-increasing feature. If you want more information about it, you want to join the discussion, feel free to jump in on SMUG. Derek Luke writes about a bug we have where occasionally the address helper stops working. If you refresh your browser, sometimes you have to log in, it usually fixes that. I have seen this myself. It is extremely complex to duplicate. We cannot figure out how to recreate it. It just happens like every once in a great while. So if you have figured out how to recreate that, please go to SMUG, send us an email, let us know the steps so that we can fix this particular issue. Last week, another issue with Mobile 3 was we got this weird message that you had to download some CrossFit Fire program in order to work with Mobile 3. It was a remnant. It was just a little piece of code. We weren't actually using that third party, but yet it attached itself onto the build, and then when we published, iOS thought it needed it. It didn't need it, so if you installed it, go ahead and uninstall it. The new build that was released for iOS on Sunday no longer requires that. This week at ServiceMonster. So Mikeys Fest is this week, 26th through the 28th. I know that first day they're going to be cleaning a fairly large Ronald McDonald house with all the cleaners on site. That should be pretty cool. They'll get to test out tools, chemicals, and equipment while cleaning this place top to bottom. So if you're out there, Scottsdale, Arizona, come by, say hi. We'll be there as well. We'll have a booth, but there's an interesting group of people there. A lot of people from CCP, some of the CCP admins will be there, and I know they're having a panel one of the days. So check it up. I'm sure you've seen Mikey posting about it, but go check it out. Changes in the QA department have left us a little short, so our release cycles are going to slow down just a little bit. So just be aware of that. We are moving some staff around and putting some people in place that have expressed interest in added testing, and we're trying to grow that department as well. So over the next week or so, we'll be looking to expand that team and be a little quicker on our releases, but bear with us for probably the next 2 weeks. Staffing changes also for super agents. So for right now, if you want in, go ahead and fill out an application. Just know you're probably going to be put on a wait list. And I would be getting on that if you want to get in, because that wait list seems to be growing. Now, of course it's winter, and so you're thinking, well, I'm shutting down anyways. Why would I want to hire super agents or get that timeshare employee? Well, I'll tell you, these guys are amazing at getting jobs too. during some of the downtimes when your phone's not ringing as much, they're putting together marketing campaigns, running drip campaigns, like tidying up your system. So that results in actual jobs. And we're doing office and clerical work as well. So I would encourage you to do that if you want to get in, because those lists are going to be building up, especially coming into spring if we're already seeing it now. ServiceMonster product updates. So ServiceMonster 6 is due out here probably by the end of the week. It's an additional 25 trackers that we've cleared out, whether they're bugs or feature enhancements. And some of them are pretty cool. I know we did the hover on the Google map on the little pin that should bring up the account information, which is nice. We've also added on the quick add the ability to mark a phone number as texting enabled. This will help with some of the notification features we've thrown in. And we've added a global notification grid. So across the board, whether it's texts, other employees, or clients, you'll see whether or not they are pending, they've succeeded, or they failed in their transmission. ServiceMonster Mobile 3. So last week we did a couple of pushes trying to catch up. We left a little fragment in the code which caused you guys to have the black screen that we just talked about, that CrossFire app. So that's been addressed. We did a new push on Friday, made available on iOS on Sunday, and that build seems to be pretty clean. We haven't heard any reports on it yet. We've also updated a couple of the little things that kind of reverted. For instance, on iOS, opening up not Google Maps. Now it opens up Google Maps. That's what the release on Sunday should have fixed for you. ServiceMonster Technician gets an A+ scorecard so far. Jay had reported back on Friday that his Android users were playing with it in the field and actually quite excited. When they got back to the office that night, they were showing all of the iOS users the goodie. And man, Jay said there's just a lot of positive energy, looking at how the app performed. So far, no reported bugs. So we'll run that beta for this company through the week and kind of see where we're at. And then we'll kick it out to some more people for beta next week. So we'll keep you up to date, but I'm really excited. We're adding little features here and there, not only based off the feedback, but some vision that I have and stuff that I know you guys will want. So it's always evolving, and man, I can't wait till you guys see it, but I'm not gonna release it before it's ready. From everyone here at ServiceMonster, thank you so much for your time. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, go check out the demo, and give us a call.